Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Legendary video. So today we're going over the large legendary keywords for the Secret Wars Volume 2 expansion. Now there's a lot of crossover between Volume 1 and Volume 2, and so this is the only time I'm going to do this, but I'm going to have you reference back to the Volume 1 video for Teleport, for multicolor cards, and for cross-dimensional Rampage. So if you're looking for those explanations for those keywords, go to the other video because there's a lot in the volume 2 that we have to go over. So let's kind of just get started here. We're going to look at Spectrum. So you'll see things like this on this Silk card here. Spectrum, reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 2 or less, draw it. Spectrum means if you have at least 3 different hero classes, you can activate the effect. Now hero classes are the actual colors here. So in this case, this would yield me 3 hero classes. Gray heroes do not count, nor do plain sidekicks or anything that's gray would not count as a hero class. They are colors, they are not classes. And the hero classes, you can have them in your hand or in play. Any combination as long as you have at least 3. And multicolored cards get you 2/3 of the way there. So let's kind of see an example of how this works. Alright, so here's my hand here. Now, like I said, it doesn't matter as long as you play them. As long as you have them, you just have to show it. I can play Cascading Maneuver first, and she has Spectrum, draw a card. I can play this first, and because I have green and yellow here, and I have a red in my hand, I can get the draw effect, and then I can turn around and play Silk Stalking, and reveal the top card of my deck. If it costs 1, I can KO it, and I get that superpower because I played the Spider-Man, or the Spider-Friends hero beforehand. So that's how Spectrum works. Let's take a look at the next word. Alright, so I'm still on Silk here, but the next word's going to be Wall Crawl, which if you guys have seen the Paint the Town Red expansion, you'll see that that's a familiar word there. But what this means is that when recruited from the HQ, instead of going to your discard pile, it's going to go on top of your deck. So pretty straightforward. No, I don't think there's really any explanation for that. And then at your next turn, you'll have that card that you used, that you recruited with Wall Crawl in your next hand. Let's look at the next word. The next word is going to be Patrol. So you'll see things like on the Spider-Gwen card, Patrol the Bridge. If it's empty, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card costs 2 or less, draw it. So what that means is you're going to look at that place. In most cases, it will be city spaces, but there will be other instances of the escape pile, the victory pile, so on and so forth. And you'll patrol those areas, and if they're empty, you'll activate the effect. So let's kind of see this in action. Alright, so this is our hand here. We've got one villain in the streets, and we've got this first adventure, Spider-Gwen. She has Patrol the banks. If it's empty, get +1 attack. Patrol the victory pile. If it's empty, get +1 attack. So in this case, we have nothing in our victory pile, and we have the banks are empty. So we're going to play first adventure. We'll get the 1 attack when we patrol the bank, so she's 2, but then we can patrol our victory pile, and then she's going to be 3. Actually, let me change this out. This didn't work out well. Yeah, okay. And then the rest of our hand is 2 attack, so we have 5 attack and 3 recruit. We can take out Wizard, and then now the next time I play her, if the bank is empty, we're good, but my victory pile now has a villain in it, so now I can't get the second bonus. Let's take a look at the next word. Alright, the next word is going to be a villain word, and it's going to be Charge. So you'll see things like this, and here is Dr. Spectrum. Ambush, charge 1 space. And what that means is that when the villain enters the city, it pushes forward the amount of space is given on the card. So let's see an example of it. Alright, so this is my turn. I've got my hand here. We're going to play a villain here, and it's going to be Wizard. He has ambush, charge 3 spaces, so he'll enter the sewers. That always happens. And then he'll go 1, 2, 3. And then obviously anybody after, in front of him will also move up, and they get pushed out if need be. Let's take a look at the next word. The next word will be the Circle of Kung Fu. So you'll see things like this. For the Circle of Kung Fu, what this means is that Laughing Skull will get +5 attack unless I have a card that is 5 or more cost. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so this turn Razor Fist comes out. He has third Circle of Kung Fu, so he is 6 attack. Now, let's take a look at my hand. And in this case, I have only 0 cost heroes, so he's 6 attack. I cannot defeat him given what I have. Now, we'll pass end the turn. He'll move down. That's a scheme twist, so we're going to just do whatever, pretend that happens. And then we're going to do our next hand, And there, I've got Dividing Block by Captain America. It's 6 recruit, so I'll play this, or 6 cost, so I'll play this. He drops down to 3 and I can defeat him. Let's take a look at the next word. All right, and finally, the last word we're going to be looking at is Fateful Resurrection. So you'll see it things like this. Fateful Resurrection on the Magma Men. What this means is that whenever that villain is defeated, you reveal a top card of the villain deck. If there are a Master Check or Scheme Twist is exposed, that villain re-enters the city. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so here's our hand. We've got this villain come out. Like I said, Magma Men. He's 3 attacks. We have our 3 attack here from these guys, and we have 3 recruit. We'll take him out. We'll do Fateful Resurrection. We'll look. It's a Scheme Twist, so he's going to come back into the play into the city. We still do his fight effect, so we'll KO one of our heroes, and then we'll end our turn. Then we'll play the next card from the villain deck. It's a Scheme Twist. We'll resolve that, and then we'll look at our hand. Look, we have enough attack to fight him again, so we'll do this and this. We'll take him out. We'll look at the top card here. It is not a Smash Check or Scheme Twist, so he'll be in the victory pile, and we'll KO one of our heroes, so that's gone. So that's how that works. There's a Mastermind that has Fateful Resurrection. In that case, she would she'd be shuffled back into her cards, and I think there's a scheme that gives the Mastermind and every villain Fateful Resurrection. So in the event that the Mastermind has Fateful Resurrection, her tactic gets shuffled back into her into their remaining tactics. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I missed anything, please let me know. Oh, I did make a point, and I'll put it in the comment. I'll put it in the description too, but Circle of Kung Fu, if something gives a card that already has Circle Kung Fu again, you don't double it. You just treat it, that character only has the highest Circle of Kung Fu that is available. So I'll add that in on part of the keyword descriptions through the description of the video, where the links are for the timestamps. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.